Austin here with the Evolving Tank, and this week we're growing strawberries out of the 400-gallon community aquarium. And here are the strawberry plants. I went to a local nursery and picked this guy up. It looks very healthy to me, and it already has runners coming off of the mother plant. And even more exciting, once I got a closer look at this plant, I realized there was already a strawberry growing on it. It wasn't red yet, it was still white and green, but it was definitely a small strawberry. I also spotted another flower on the plant that would turn into another strawberry. And for anybody wondering what variety of strawberry this is, it's the Deliz strawberry, which is everbearing. The first step of getting this plant ready for the aquarium was removing the plant from the pot and rinsing the soil off of the roots. And once they were out of the pot, it was easy to see how all the runners are connected to this mother plant here. From what I heard, these plants can send out a lot of runners, so I was ready for these to be the first of many. Some of you may have seen in the video I released a while ago that I have coleus plants currently growing out of the top of my aquarium. They've been doing great, but in order to make room for the strawberries, I'm going to cut them back and move them to the corners of the tank. And now the strawberry plants are ready to be placed in their new spot. And they fit snugly into the holes in my lid. And with their spots directly under the Fluval 3.0 lights, I'm hoping they'll take off here. I did split the strawberry plants into two portions, and the second went in the hole right next to the first. And their roots should have all the water they should ever need. They're a little skimp right now compared to how big the coleus root systems got, but they'll have plenty of time to catch up. And as far as nutrients, I'm hoping that between the fish waste and the liquid fertilizer I already add to the aquarium, they'll have everything they need. I did find another strawberry, or should I say soon to be strawberry, on the plant, which was even better. I am planning to eat some of the strawberries off of here, so the more the merrier. The plants were also already sending out more runners, so hopefully we'll have a little strawberry factory here soon enough. I wasn't sure how the runners would do if they weren't placed in soil or water of their own. Maybe the mother plant would be able to sustain them for a while, but eventually I think they may need to be separated. Fast forward 5 days and our two strawberries are doing well. The smaller one had clearly grown and was loving its environment, and the one that was already larger was starting to even get its red color. It had gotten big enough that it wasn't being held up by the plant stem anymore, though. It was resting on top of the lid. And just a couple of days later, there was even more consistent growth. The smaller strawberry had now turned completely white. It looked almost like a regular strawberry but bleached. And the other strawberry looked perfect, a very nice and vibrant red color. But I wasn't cutting it off just yet. I gave the other strawberry a little while, and soon it was that nice red color as well. And more runners are growing steadily from the plant too. Since this is an ever-bearing variety of strawberry, I'm hoping for more berries to pop up soon. One of the runners even made it over to the next section of the tank and started growing right onto the water's surface. That was cool to see, but I'll probably cut the runners that go too far from their original location. I don't want the strawberry plants blocking out too much light across the entire aquarium. As much fun as adding these plants above the aquarium has been, I need to remember all the plants and fish in the aquarium as well. And everybody else has been doing fine. The Aponogeton crispus is growing very well. A lot of the leaves have made it to the surface of the aquarium, which is 30 inches high. And it even put out a flower above the surface recently. And I'm just going to let it keep doing its thing for right now. I also added another floating plant to the aquarium to go along with the red root floater and the salvinia. One that is a little bit larger, frogbit. I added this one just because it is a little bigger and I've never kept it before. I'm interested to see how it does. It's nice being able to add all the variety of plants in here. The Crypt Balancea is another plant that has been growing steadily for a while now. It must like the tank because it popped up in two other places completely on its own. One of the new plants actually came from under a rock. I'm surprised it's doing this well considering it must have been growing in the dark for a while now. I would actually consider moving this rock. I'm sure the plants would appreciate that and it would give more space to add more plants. But honestly, I'm just scared that the log might decide to float. That's the only reason this rock and the other one on top of this log are really still here. I've made the mistake of removing rocks too early before, and it's not fun to deal with it and can really mess up the scape. Not that this scape is anything award-winning, but I like it. Hopefully you all do too. Also, the rainbow fish have really settled in now. They get along well with everybody else and nobody messes with them either. Once they get bigger and seriously color up, I think they'll be even bigger showstoppers. I also made up my mind I'm gonna see if I can breed these glow light Danios again. I want to see what a big school of them will look like in here. I think that'll be really cool to see. I am going to do this a little differently than the first time though, and I have a plan for how I'm going to try to do that. So stay tuned if you want to see that. Fingers crossed it goes well. Remember to subscribe if you do want more content, but that's all for today. I'll see you all next time.